1952 Kenworth model 825C. It was bought new by the Dressler Ranches in Gardnerville, Nevada from J.T. Jenkins, who was the Kenworth dealer in I guess the 40s and 50s in California and Nevada. The trailer is a utility, also in 1952, and it has been lengthened out another 5.5 feet when the length laws changed in California and Nevada. So it's the whole unit now is 65 feet rather than the old 60 feet. The truck was bought by us, the Dobus Ranch, about 9 years ago, and we had it painted about 2 years later. We didn't really do any restoration to it. The body was perfect. Engine, transmission, and rear ends, we've run it now hauling cattle since we've owned it. Bring cattle up here to Sierra Valley in the spring and work around here during the summer, and then take them back down into the Folsom and Auburn area in the fall. And we haven't spent any money or done anything to the drivetrain at all. The truck came originally with a 300 Cummins with the old Roots blower, and I don't know what year, probably in the early 60s, Dresslers put a 335 in it, which is still in it and still doing a good job. The rear ends were the old 456 Worms, and they've been replaced with SQHDs, although the torsion bars are the original torsion bars. The main box is a 5-speed, the Brownie is a 4-speed, and they're original. The inside of the cab, all we did to it was paint it. As far as any body work or anything, why, we've never done a thing to it. And there's hardly a rattle in the old truck. It does a real good job for us. These racks were built by Don Keith out of Corcoran, California, and Don Keith was one of the premier livestock haulers back in the 40s and 50s. Some of the folks may remember this configuration of these racks. All his trucks were like this. He used a Douglas fir clear board, and you can't see under the paint, but there's no knots at all in this wood. That's the original wood, original bolts. The only thing we've replaced is the floor in the truck and trailer. These holes here are for panels. If you're hauling calves or want to separate your load, they had panels that went in here, and they had a little spring-loaded thing that came out through these holes and held the panel. These side doors, Mr. Keith told me that they put them in because they used to haul quite a bit of cottonseed meal back into Oregon and Nevada out of the Fresno area, and he said it was too hard to pack the sacks from one end of the truck to the other, so they put these side doors in so they could kind of get in the middle of the load. The fifth wheel on the trailer, the front axle, is all original utility. As you get back here, you can see where they lengthened it out from right here. These axles used to set up further ahead, and this is where they lengthened it here when the length laws changed. The old trailer still got the original stop lights on it. I don't believe we've never changed a thing. It's got the old light here that says stop on it when it comes on. All of Don Keith's trucks had this configuration of lights. I remember when we were hauling cattle in the 50s, why, a Don Keith truck would pass you and the last thing you saw was those lights going out of sight, because they had bigger engines than we had.